Hello, what is up guys? Left Click Tutorials here, and in this tutorial series we'll be making a horror game, like it says it in the video title. Now we'll be using Unity 5, and if you don't have Unity, make sure to install it in the link below. And once you're done with that, you should get, you open it up, and you should get a window like this. So project name is, of course, what it's going to be called. You can call it something like horror game or whatever. Location is where it's going to save it. Click on the three dots to browse your computer and select file, and then this is going to be a 3D project, and then just click create project, and then you should get something like this. Now before we go over anything, in this series it's going to be a JavaScript series, not C#. And it's basically just to learn a bit of JavaScript and how to work around with Unity. Anyways, now that you guys know that, in Unity, to look around, you by default it'll be right click, by right clicking, holding the right click, and then just navigating. Left click is like to select, just like you do on your desktop. Well, just like you do in desktop, you select files, you can select objects and stuff, and then middle mouse click is to, for example, right click is to navigate, but then middle mouse click and hold is just to move. But you're not really changing point of view, you're just going right to right, side to side and up and down. So to select an object, you left click, or you can just select it here in the hierarchy. Hierarchy is where your objects are inside of the current scene. Now scene is like a level. For example, let me put you an example. A scene can be a main menu, level 1, level 2, settings can be a scene, like that. This is for your current scene. So we're gonna select the camera. The camera is where you see, basically. If without a camera you can't see, and then you need it to play, but you're gonna delete. And I know you guys might be saying, wait, you just said you need a camera to see the game. I know, but what we're gonna do now already has a camera. Now the directional light is a light like a sun. It will light a certain direction, but we're not gonna need that for now because it's a horror game. But don't delete it. I already have it here, but you're gonna go down to your project, and in your project, here's where you're gonna have all your materials, scenes, scripts. We will arrange them later with folders, but you're gonna right click and create. You wanna no, I'm sorry. We want to import package and then characters. Click on that. Take up pressing package. Now, since I already have it here, nothing's going to show up here. But for you, it should just be a bunch of check marks. Press import, and you should get a folder called standard assets. Open up the folder by double clicking. Ignore these for now, and open up characters, and then first person control character, and then prefabs. Now, prefabs, think of it like this. In, let's say, Mario, a Goomba is an enemy, but it can also be a prefab, because prefabs are reusable things. Now, let's say you want to have a bunch of Goombas in your scene, you can just duplicate them, but if it's a scene that you don't have any in, just down here, you can drag them to where you want them. It's things that you can reuse, basically. If you're making like a cave or something, a torch down here can be a reusable thing. If you're making, like, I would say like a GTA game, a car or a human in traffic and the streets is like a reusable object, something like that. Now prefabs, and then FPS controller, and we're gonna drag that over here. Now here we have the inspector. Now the inspector is where you can change how an object looks, the scripts it has attached to it, materials, and so on, physics, sounds. Now the transform window, and as you can see here, you can add components and just, well, add physics, materials. But anyways, in the transform window or tab, this is where it is or how it looks. So position is where it is. If you guys don't know about this, the x-axis goes side to side, y goes up and down, and z goes front and back. If you don't have these arrows, press W, but press E if you want to rotate, and press R if you want to scale. Scale is to enlarge. If you don't want to scale in a certain axis or rotate in a certain axis, just click the little cube here and it will scale on all axes. But axis. And yeah, but here we want to set the position to where it is, to 0, 0, 0. And then, oh wait, where is it? We want to press F to focus on it. Wait, select it here and then press F to focus on it. Now it's in the middle of the scene because it's 0, 0, 0. Now, this is the scene view, which is where you're gonna see your things. This is the game view. This is from the camera view of how your game's gonna look from the first frame. So when we press play, as you can see here, we're falling, and if you did everything correctly, we should be able to like kind of look around. As you can see here, I can look around, but we are currently falling. I'm going to drag the game view over here, and here we can still see your scene. As you can see here, we are falling. So I'm gonna drag it back here, and we're gonna create a platform to stand on it. It's gonna be a temporary platform because we're gonna eventually create a more advanced one, but for now. And we're gonna drag this square down here. We're probably gonna scale it on those Z and axis and X axis. Now my screen recorder won't pick up sound, but it should have a sound whenever you walk. We're falling. And when you land and jump, and we can walk with WSAD and jump with space. Well, yeah, you can look around with the mouse too. Now that you guys have that, we want to set up everything else. We're gonna right click in our project tab. Oh, by the way, console is any errors, like any script errors or any missing materials, or files. Like if there's a file here and you want to start the game, it'll say, I'm sorry, we cannot find the file that's over here because it doesn't exist. Or, well, what we want to do is you want to create folder and then basically do what I have here, and then right click delete. So here's where we're going to store our information so it's not all over the place. Create a folder for each one of these. This is Blender models. Editor, you don't have to create this, it should already create it for you when you import this. Materials, scenes, and scripts. These are all empty now except the scene one, but scripts, everything else is empty. Now that you have all of this set up, Blender models, we will be importing models later, but yeah, click File, Save Scene, and it will pop out a window. Just call it whatever you want, and then File, Save Project. This is it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed or if it helped getting started, please subscribe, like, favorite. Part 2 will be coming up very soon, but yeah, thank you all for watching. Make sure to download Unity in the description below, and bye.